Welcome to Monday Night Slow Jams with the Freedom Fighter crew here in the Command Bunker.
I don't know why we let you do that.
I don't know why you let me do that either.
That's awesome. The slow jams.
There's a lot of things you probably should not let me do.
Live at 5. Grim 86.
Number
Freedom
5.
First. Live stream.
Number 5 alive.
5 Alive.
Like that movie. Short Circuit.
Oh,
Like that one movie.
That one movie.
We
that
have-
one movie.
We actually have the sound clip of that.
Yeah.
All right. Corey, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man.
What up?
Yeah. Senior Corey in the house.
Cool. Let people sort of file in. Looks like we got up to 5 listeners right now, 5 watchers. Yeah, if you guys are in the chat, make sure you hit that thumbs up video. If you're on your phone, you can close the chat. The thumbs up button is behind that chat, and then you just click the little live chat button.
You just
to get the chat back.
hit close, and then you go to Pornhub.
Yeah, Pornhub.com.
Live stream Pornhub. Yep.
You type in.
No.
Grim
Just go to
86.
Pornhub. I
Yeah.
didn't say anything about us.
However you like.
Okay.
Sure.
You guys, make sure you're checking us out on social media: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Instagram. Eventually, once I get back on that shit, Pornhub, Patreon, and Spotify. Spotify, if you guys are looking to,
We got a telephone down.
telephone down.
Telephone
Yeah,
down.
it was a couple weeks ago. My phone was broken after the barbecue that we had.
Yeah, that's right.
I got a new one. I got a new phone.
What'd you get?
All fancy.
I got the Google Pixel 3a
Nice.
XL.
You like
It's
it?
got the name that's super long.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Mr. Pantaloons Fancy.
Fancy pantaloons.
Yeah, I ended up getting it just because it's the closest thing that I had to my previous operating system because it's made by Google and it doesn't have any of the manufacturer shit on there that I don't like.
Nah.
So,
Hi, Valerie.
hi Valerie. Let's see,
You're pretty much operating when you have your phone?
I am operating.
Sure.
I am up and running.
I mean, when are you not operating?
A lot of times.
When my phone's not working.
when he's
Yeah.
when he's sleeping,
Yeah.
when he's on Pornhub.
Not operating right now.
Sure.
'Cause there's that. So, yo, we got no work for Monday. We got Jennifer in there. What's
Yeah.
up, Jen?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I had
Awesome.
to work.
You work today?
Yeah, my schedule changed. I'm Sunday through Thursday, 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. now. So, yeah. It's actually a better schedule. I like it.
Down at the old sausage plant.
The old. I thought you were gonna say sawmill or something like that. That's what I was expecting.
That's too cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
A
would
lot
not.
of man meat.
My pappy used to work at the cannery.
Sure.
Like,
Man meat
Oh my
machine
God.
bow.
They probably say, like, you get some old-timer here where we live, and they're like, yeah, I remember the days when we used to work at the cannery.
dude, that's
You
not a
wrote
joke.
I know it isn't.
Like my old man worked at the cannery. He'd be like, yeah, I used to work down on the fucking bullshit end of the.
We had a cannery.
Yeah, we did.
yeah.
Yep, we did.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of the
So did Monterey.
Cannery
Fun
Row.
fact for y'all.
yeah.
Geography's weird.
Yeah, we had a cannery here.
But is it though? Not when you have a globe. It's not.
We
I
don't,
honestly-
we don't have one.
I
Yeah, we
think do you know on Monterey and 10th?
Okay.
There's that Chevron station that's right there.
Yep.
Then there's that aluminum warehouse right next to it, in like
Yeah.
almost in the same parking lot. Like
okay. Yeah.
like
yeah,
connected to
yeah.
the bus
Yeah.
station, basically. I
Yeah.
think that was
It's crazy. They made fucking Wolverine's claws in his skeleton there.
out of
It's weird.
an
Yeah.
aluminum warehouse.
Sure. The strongest metal.
It's aluminium.
Sure.
Well, I think that was.
But that's
something
where
to
it
do with-
was,
I
or-
think that
or
was
one of-
part of
oh.
them. Yeah, or it was a
Or not.
facility.
We're just making up things.
Was
right?
that like?
I could be. I made
Sure,
it up.
Did they
It
call
sounds
that?
real to me.
They call that weapon G.
Weapon G.
Yeah.
If you believe, it could be real. It could be real.
Do you believe?
I don't know what you guys are referencing. I'm
I
not
wasn't
familiar.
referencing
When
anything.
I said do you
Oh.
believe, I was referencing.
I don't
the
know what he was
X-Files.
talking about.
I was referencing the X Files. Do
Oh,
you
okay.
believe? You know.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I was just talking about my ass.
I want to believe.
Yeah, you should believe.
Oh,
bro.
something like that. Yeah, I want to believe. Yeah, I fucked that up.
With a little flying saucer.
Yeah,
It's
aliens. Are weird.
aliens.
Aliens are weird.
So what's going on, freedom fighters? How you guys been? I wasn't here last week. Phoenix, what's up?
What's
nice
up?
to see you.
He had a bad case of the fuck the show and I'm gonna jerk it all day.
That's
Mondays.
what
Sure,
I did.
it's a flu going around.
Yeah. Actually,
A lot of Kleenex.
I'll come clean with you guys. The classic version of World of Warcraft has come out.
Oh, you.
He's
and
addicted.
So I
Oh my
Yeah.
God, you fucking nerd.
I
Sure.
was doing that.
I get
So-
it, bro.
Bianca, I'm wearing the best jersey in the world. I'm guessing you're a fucking Raider fan, aren't you?
Sports are lame.
Okay, here we
Hi,
go.
by the
Sports
way.
ball.
Here we go. Yeah, here it is.
She started this shit.
They hit a home run and then
Yeah.
got sent to the penalty box.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
But we still won the
Yeah,
game.
my friend asked me, "What up, John?" He's all, "You want to go golfing?" I'm like, "Dude,
oh my god.
I don't like anything that has penalty boxes and touchdowns, so I just can't do that, bro."
No golf for me.
And he just looked at me like, "What the fuck?"
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Bianca. You have my sympathy. She's a Dolphins fan.
I don't.
Well, let's put it this way.
I mean, Dan Marino, right?
Yeah, when
Sure.
the team
Where'd you get that gum? None of your damn
Yeah.
business.
That's none of your damn business.
Yeah, well, when football games don't usually have a high score of like 59 to like I think it was like 13 or some shit. That's pretty bad. Dolphins got stomped.
Darn.
Yeah.
All right. Sports section with Bo.
Yeah, sure. And Bo has sports this week. Men with tight outfits playing with balls. Continue.
What the fuck? They're in tight outfits, motherfucker. What
You
kind
ever
of
watch
sports?
football?
Ever once?
You ever watch baseball?
You think you can get in those pants along with those guys, Bo? Because I don't.
They make different sizes, dude.
He's got like the fridges outfit. Like, see, he's baggy as a motherfucker. All right. Any other sports talk or
Dan Marino.
like on the serious note? No.
Yeah, hockey sucks, Bianca. I'm sorry. Football's better.
I would rather watch
I would
hockey
too.
than any other sport if
Me
I
too.
had to watch a sport.
You'd rather watch a bunch of dudes playing with sticks and skating
Yes.
on
Yeah,
ice.
and beating the shit out of each other. Yeah. Way
Honestly,
cooler.
if I had to watch a sport and it was something that was going to genuinely hold my inattention, inattention, that's not a
I
word.
feel like that's
Hold
actually a
your
real thing, though.
inattention, huh?
Hold my inattention.
Sure.
Uh,
You were
then
tense.
What it is, some sort of racing. I like rally racing and like dirt bike racing and
No, I
fucking
like watching that.
kind of
That's
stuff.
cool. Yeah.
GP bikes, stuff like that.
I
like
enjoy
that.
watching that shit too.
So, yeah, thanks for keeping me inattentioned over here.
Inattentions, yeah. You know.
I like
What
it.
was I trying to say?
Yeah. You just George W.
I don't
You
know.
created
Yeah.
a new word.
Kaiser Soze it
Sure,
right
bro.
off the
You
top.
just- yeah.
Yeah.
Stamp of approval.
I honestly think you've been hanging out with me too long, Jamie. At least once a show, there's a word like I just like cannot do, and it comes out weird.
Bo, I don't think you've known me long enough to understand that I'm the
Exactly.
king of making shit up when it comes to words that don't exist.
I mean, when I say
I
specifically,
guess if you watch the podcast, you would know.
yeah.
So on that note,
So,
Freedom Fighters, continue. We started this last week. Jamie wasn't here. I said, start sharing all the shows. Doesn't matter which ones, order or whatever. Just start sharing shows on your feed. And I noticed a good hand of Freedom Fighters did that, actually.
Awesome.
At least 4 or
Awesome.
5 of y'all did it. So just keep doing it. Make sure you thumbs up the videos, even the ones that you're going to share.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yo.
Yeah, you guys, like, it's hard to stress like how much we really rely on you and like word of mouth to get our videos out there because of the algorithms that like Facebook and YouTube have on our type of content. Is they don't want to promote it because they think that it's hate speech or that it's not
They don't like it.
liberal friendly. You know, it is what it is. They think that we're gonna offend people, which is kind of what we're doing.
Oh,
$30.
Yeah.
Oh, who just did that?
Bianca,
Bianca.
you're awesome.
Damn,
Now the
dude.
highest donator, like she
Whoa.
like topped
Bro,
her old,
she-
right?
No, that was
so
D.
Was it-
No, that was D.
Diana was the highest
okay.
one before. Now
so now we got the
Bianca stepped
highest.
in.
There we go.
Bianca set a
Damn.
new record.
Bianca, thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's weird. It
That's
all goes
awesome.
into Jamie's
Even-
beer fund, but
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, well, mostly. Hey, episode number 1. That's where I said it was gonna go, and I have never lied to you, Freedom Fighters.
Yeah, and gear, but that's
You know the amazing thing
secondary.
about that donation is right after I offended her, she donated it.
Oh, you're an offensive guy. I think people
I
are just
am.
used to that. Like
Oh, okay.
they're just like, it's just Bo. He's an asshole.
Yeah, it's true.
You know.
Oh man, yeah, Bianca.
That's
thank
cool.
You so
yeah,
much.
appreciate it.
Uh,
As the native,
Wow, it goes
As
directly to
it does.
Jamie's email.
I would like to say, as the Native Americans would say, thank you, konnichiwa.
Mahalo.
you guys are just trying to offend the most amount of people at once. I love it.
What? Geography's weird. Come on.
It's like
that's
the-
how you use
no,
geography.
So like
Weird,
one of
by
my
the way.
favorite ones is that picture of Patrick Stewart, and it says "Use the Force, Harry." And,
I
and
love
then,
that shit.
And then it's signed Gandalf. I'm like, just,
I love it's just like everything about this is wrong.
yeah, like the
Yeah.
more you look at it, the worse it gets. You're like,
This is
oh
wrong.
Which is right, technically. Right? It's so right. It's so wrong that it's right.
Yes, that is.
It's
that is
inner tension relieving. Jamie.
God. Yes,
Sure.
inner tension.
relieving.
It's specifically intertension retaining.
Dude, I think we're gonna have an intertention T-shirt. Hashtag intertention.
I like it. Relieve your intertention. Watch the Grim 86 Freedom First podcast.
Intertention. Yeah.
It's a new thing.
Oh yeah, Bianca, thank you again. That was really generous.
Yeah,
of
that was
you.
really awesome.
Really appreciate that. We're all the money that we get from our donations, it does go back into the show, whether it's some type of gear or whether it's equipment, what have you. But it always goes back.
And I'd
into
like
the
to
show.
add that the command bunker might have to move soon, so we will have to be paying rent somewhere for the
Yeah.
command bunker.
is
So those donations will probably start now stocking up for that
Yep.
plus gear. So
Yeah.
not as much the beer. Now it's got to come out of pocket.
Yeah. Yep.
not trying
You
to
got to support your own habit.
Actually, yeah.
Our own habit. Sorry.
Bianca being one of the only people in the chat one of the only people. There's several people, but because my family and their house and everything, my folks are actually going to be getting rid of their house, the one that we all know and love for the last 45 years or whatever. Obviously, I'm not 45, but I just mean it's been in my family for that long. Yeah, they're getting rid of their house. So if you make it by at any point in the next week or so, they're doing yard sales. If you want something from the house, you can go there and get yourself something.
If you want to
a little
buy
memento.
some of Jamie's childhood memories, go on down.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the joke was I was over there.
This is
there
good.
with my folks yesterday. Okay. We're doing the yard sale stuff. We're watching. We're selling off all old stuff they just don't have room for. They're going from an acre of land to like a quarter of an acre. So they got to get rid of shit, right? Well, the joke is that we got there and we realized that my folks are selling the house. So, like, through conversation, my folks were like, "Yeah, so I mean, yeah, you'll never be able to move back here because we're not going to have this house anymore." And then we were selling stuff. So people are like, "Well, how'd your weekend go?" I'm like, "Well, I went to go visit my parents. They told me I could never come back, and I watched as they sold all my shit. It was great. It was a great weekend."
But other than that, how are you?
Yeah. How you doing,
Yeah,
Jamie?
it was pretty good.
Sure.
Bianca, I'll tell you later. We can talk about that later. But it's after Grandma passed away, she was technically the one that owned the land, and I mean, it's no drama. It's just what we got to do to make sure that everybody gets the correct amount of inheritance, I guess. So it's something we kind of have to do as a family. So it is what it is. It's tough times and it's bittersweet, but I'm actually happy to see my folks get out of that house and into a smaller one because I can't think of one day that has passed since I've been alive that my dad didn't have to work on that house at some point. So it's going to be really nice for him to be in a place that he doesn't have to maintain as much. I'm really looking
Way to
forward
look at the positive, Jamie.
You got it, man. You got it. This is a really big deal for like our whole family, and we're all like, we're keeping it together the best we can. It's like I said, it's bittersweet, but it's time to move forward. We had our good times, and nobody's gonna be able to take away the memories that we built, and with half of this town, like they know that house was my parents' house, and
Well, and you guys had a yearly barbecue there too that a lot of
Yeah.
people know about. Even the
Yeah.
people that don't know you, just driving by
shit,
it, know
yeah.
about it.
20. I think we.
Before I met you, I
Yeah.
knew about it
Mm-hmm.
just by driving by.
Yeah, everybody, dude. For the last 30 years, damn near, it's been going on. So
And then I met you, and it was like a downward.
Downward
It is
spiral.
what it is.
That's what everyone says.
It
That's
is
fine.
life,
That's-
yeah.
Yeah,
you know.
there's life before knowing Morazzo, and then there's life after, and it's like significantly
Sure.
worse.
Circling the toilet, just waiting for it to drain.
What was it? Toilet?
Toilet.
The toilet,
Pacific?
Specifically.
the Pacific toilet.
Pacific.
The Pacific
toilet.
Rim is what he was talking about.
Pacific
There, I saved him.
Rim. There we go. Yeah.
Pacific Bowl. That's the
Yeah,
word,
that's totally yeah.
the old pack
We're
bowl.
going with that story.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's just a little bit into the personal.
Speaking
My
of
personal
packing,
life,
what
but-
what happened at the sausage plant? We never got to that.
You know.
So, Jamie, what else
a
happened?
lot of stomach linings were
Sure.
processed. Various meats
Bunch
were
of sausages got trimmed.
cut and packed into these linings.
Stuffed sausage.
Stuffed
Stuff.
sausage. They were trimmed first.
I like
Just
it.
the
It sounds
tip.
good to me.
Just the tip.
Yeah,
you know.
trimmed or untrimmed, I can go either way. Sure.
I feel like trimmed is a little better right now. So.
I mean, don't you need it untrimmed for docking?
Sure.
The dock area.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
kind of need
Yeah,
that.
when
Well, there's
the backdoor
there's
receiver
a
comes.
docking station for that.
Yeah,
There's a whole
docking
separate.
station, yeah.
It's a whole separate
Totally. Yeah, but
I agree.
thing.
it's a whole different division.
What the fuck are we talking about?
His job. Thought we were clear about this.
Oh yeah. All right.
So you had some stories.
Yes.
What one on the board there do you got that you can tell Jamie to pull up?
Yeah, let's do the MSU trigger words.
What is that?
Oh.
Okay.
Do you want to bring it up on the board? It
Okay.
is- Yeah. So, I think it's Michigan or Missouri State. I think it's Missouri.
Geography's weird.
Yeah. You know, they have a mandatory training session for student employees. So, you know, you shouldn't use the phrases, I apologize, no problem, sir or ma'am. It could be
What?
trigger people.
I didn't understand any of that.
If you go down, they have a list of triggers and calmers.
Oh, we got all the words.
Yeah.
Let's see the words. Where are they?
Oh
Right
my
there.
God.
Yeah. So instead of saying it's our policy, you're supposed to be like, here's what we can do.
What the fuck? How is
apologize.
that? What?
I don't know. I'll find out and get back to you. That's obviously. I mean, that's okay. When I'm reading these, all I'm seeing is like this is what fucking a bad manager says, and this is
Yeah,
what a good manager
exactly.
says.
Like,
it has
why do
nothing
they-
to do with like it. Yeah, like fucking. I guarantee you, the people that I've worked for that talk like this, I have not liked to work for them.
No shit. That's right. That was my first thought. I'm like, this is the one on the right is good customer service. The one on
But-
the left is bad customer service.
But did I complain about that type of language? No, it's
No.
still it's a perfectly appropriate.
And it still makes sense with what they're
Yeah.
trying to say.
This is
Yeah.
stupid.
But what if you used half of each? Like, what does it fucking matter?
This is hurting my brain.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is just
it's
this
another
is
case of yeah.
horrible. How is that considered racist?
I don't know.
Where's it say that? I see the radical
Well,
left.
oh, it's related. Sorry, it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
related
yeah.
story. I was like, wait, how is that racist? I'm like,
Expose them like another trigger.
trigger word for what?
misgendering. Yeah, okay. There's
Yeah.
that.
Say
Well,
ma'am.
we've covered that before.
Ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes,
I mean
sir,
we've
yes,
covered
sir.
that
It's ma'am.
before, but I mean like, yeah, I don't get. People need to grow a fucking backbone,
Yeah.
man. It's like if someone says something that's not right, it's like correct them if it's that big of a deal to
Yeah, dude.
you, or just don't deal with them. Like, I don't get it.
Okay, so this sentence this actually really irks me. They would like to see a culture where they don't say his or her, but they. Yeah. No.
Sure.
What does it matter? You
I
know what I
know.
mean? Like, it just, I don't know.
It
I don't
seems
get
like
it.
we're focusing on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know? Like, how about like the national debt, the fucking giant like pedophilia sex ring that was uncovered,
Yeah.
the fucking suicide of Epstein, like all this.
How about
this-
all the money they
what-
steal from us to pay for all this bullshit?
all of it, all the time? Like, do we? That's it. That's news.
Yeah.
Great
Brother,
job.
yeah.
Good job,
Good
guys.
job, guys. You nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any
Yeah.
thoughts?
See, even Jen's like that doesn't make any sense. Like,
Yeah.
It
What
does
did
it.
you?
Yeah.
What was the reason why you wanted to talk about? Just because it was ridiculous?
Yeah, pretty much.
Any
Like,
other
I mean,
thoughts
it
on
goes. Well, as I said, any good customer service person knows you don't say "I don't know." You know, it's like or most of those things. You don't say those. You offer solutions. You know, you make your customers feel welcome and shit. You don't say all that other shit, which is
That's why
So
I
it's
like
like-
working in the bar because I tell them all those things that were the wrong things. I tell them that or worse,
yeah.
actually that I
Oh,
enjoyed.
yeah.
I enjoyed that part of working
and I
there.
enjoy the fuck out of it.
I enjoyed that part.
Why
That was
am I
nice.
86? Oh, because I said so.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I love doing that.
Why am I 86? I don't know, but you're 86.
Yeah, right.
Those things make my day, Jamie.
Yeah.
I
see,
love
They
mine.
put a little tingle in the balls, if you will, Jamie.
just a little tingle.
Speaking of sports,
Right in the sports balls. Yeah, see, Val even said it too. She's like, yeah, look over here while we steal your money. It's a fucking smoke and mirrors, dude.
Yeah.
well, that's what I always think too. Is like
It is.
all these bullshit stories, like even like so the movements, right? Like so from racial movements, equality movements, whatever it is. I feel
Bowel
like they've
and
all,
otherwise,
yeah. I feel like they've all started like with the I get it. They start with like a justified, justified movement, right? Like women's rights, whatever it is, right? Anything, right? Even when the slaves, whatever they all start that way, like a justified thing. But then what ends up happening is they bastardize it and they turn it into a movement, and then the answer is more government and
yeah.
no freedom. And it's like we could just use the free market idea of who's the assholes and disassociate.
Yep.
End of story. And then guess what?
Well-
no one's doing business with those fucks.
I think that's what. Okay, so this is exactly what we were talking about earlier, right? So we get into these conversations about political, whatever, the future and how to move forward. And I realized that, like, coming from the mindset that we have on this show, we may not necessarily have a lot of answers looking towards the future, because what we're trying to do is make everyone aware of the current political climate and why it's bad, right? So I understand that maybe we look like hypocrites because I don't necessarily have a fucking business plan how to run the United States without the current government.
I do.
But all I'm here to do is at least point out the fact that the way it's being run currently can be fucking improved upon, like a lot, right?
Yeah. I just say no government. Abolish. You don't need it.
Right. Well, yeah, I know. So do I. But that's the thing is, like, a lot of people are like,
You don't need a fucking plan if people are fucking pointing goddamn guns at you and stealing your fucking money, stealing your fucking property. You don't need that. Like, it goes against every principle that we know and hold dear, right? Respect to your own property, your own safety, instead of getting men with guns, agents of the state, showing up at your door and raiding you if you don't pay your taxes or supplying whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to kick in your fucking door if you don't comply with their non-violent bullshit. Like, I get it when someone's committing a murder and a cop does something. However, I also understand that in a free society, we could have security forces, right?
absolutely.
It'd be who you'd pay out of voluntary, right?
I just realized like some of the
Oh, you got to change all that stuff?
the video title. I'm gonna change
Yeah.
real quick while you're talking. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Our title is a little outdated by like 4 weeks.
Yeah. Just,
But, there's that.
that's
It's all
right.
good.
The gears of freedom turn very slow around here.
Very slow.
But yeah, I mean, like the whole system in itself, dude. It's just I don't know. I know the freedom fighters aren't all necessarily on the same extreme page as I am. I understand that, but I always come from the anarcho-capitalist version, which is technically no government and free market. So there's no regulation. It's not like when people go, "Oh, capitalist," and they're like, "Oh, well, we have capitalism in America." No, we don't. It's all corporatism. It's a whole different thing. It's a wholly different thing. So, like, I that's not what we talk about. So I try not to actually say, like, capitalism that much. I usually try to say free market. Well, that's
it's-
technically the definition of what
Right, and I think it's because that word has been hijacked.
bastardized.
Yeah, and so people are like, "Oh, capitalism." No, it's really a
Well, I always get into these arguments with all these people. Me and Jamie were talking about this, and it's like, well, how would we pay for this? How would we pay for that? Well, all taxation is theft. And then I'll say that, and they go, "Well, you're not telling me." I'm like, "Well, that is kind of the answer right there." Like, from a what's the word? A principle, right?
Yes.
So coming from a principle perspective, then, well, how will we pay for it? The other end of the answer would always be, well, how do we pay for it now? Well, we're getting guns pointed at us, but you can voluntarily, if you moved into a community or a territory or wherever the fuck, like, you can pay there. It could be a homeowner's insurance type thing.
Some sort
Could
of an
be a property
association,
contract you sign into for your security or fire.
But the overarching
Voluntary.
right? The overarching like security for the whole thing is that it's always voluntary. As long as you are given the option to pay for it or not,
But, Jamie, that's so unrealistic.
that's crazy, right?
That could never happen. Well,
it's almost like signing.
how would that ever work? Well, how does it work now? It doesn't work right now.
It's almost like you'd have to sign some sort of rental agreement, or some sort of contract for the property. I don't know. It's almost like exactly like what the fuck we do now,
Except for it's not forced. That's
What?
it.
It's real difficult.
It's real hard to
It's
understand.
rocket surgery.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jen, she says, when did this new generation turn into such babies?
Right.
It's crazy, dude. Here's the thing: the baby generation. I absolutely agree with you, but I will say this: I think these people exist on the internet. Like I don't fucking meet these people in real life. I don't. I honestly don't. I see high school kids or whatever. You talk to them and it's like they're just as they say the same shit that we do. Yeah, fuck the government, all that sort of stuff. And I'm like, they don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
yet,
Yeah.
but,
They don't
you know,
got it on the same level. Right?
I've honestly,
But it's like,
I've seen
dude,
it in person, dude.
I'm the oldest of fucking 4 kids, and none of my siblings are like what the media portrays like the newest generation as.
What?
I don't fucking get it. They exist on the internet. I don't know. It's a fucking guise, if you ask me. It might not even be true. I don't know.
Well, it could be girls too.
Honestly,
Let's just be fair.
Yeah.
I think it has a lot to do with the weird
Or
shit.
whatever gender,
Yeah, or whatever.
Geographics, like where you grew up, like how you grew up.
That's a
You know.
demographic.
Demographic?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
well,
Yeah. Geographics always failed in math, so it's just
Yeah,
a little
so-
weird.
Yeah.
It's weird, but demographic, yeah.
Geometry's weird.
A lot of weird shit on the show.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I
We
mean,
go
like,
where most people dare not to go, Jamie.
that ass.
Sure.
Burning
Where did
Man?
the government touch you on the doll,
Burning Man.
Jamie?
Well, yeah. Where did the government touch?
You're supposed to
In my wallet. In my wallet.
That was a flashback to the best of
Yeah.
in one of our podcasts.
Right in my Social Security.
Jennifer's like, Burning Man, what?
Yeah, well, Jen, you're gonna have to explain that comment. I'm not sure what you mean by Burning Man.
Well, didn't you say Burning Man when we said dare to go where no one dares to go?
I didn't say Burning Man.
I thought you did. That's why I said it. That
Oh,
was me.
yeah, I don't know. I didn't.
Hey, who
Maybe
knows?
I did say it. I don't know.
Maybe you did. Maybe you did. I don't know. We'll never know.
I don't know. I had a couple beers. I don't
It's
know.
all good.
I should
Don't
not-
worry, Jamie. We'll get to that in edit.
Yeah, we got it. We got it. We'll get it in post. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's a live stream.
Goddamn live streams. All right, what else you got, Bo?
Oh, we got a fun guy from Texas. I believe he's like some kind of fucking
Is this
politician.
the forced buyback one?
Yep. Beto O'Rourke or some bullshit is his name.
Oh, this dude right
This fucking idiot.
Oh, I know what this is.
Yeah, so he wants to, if he's promising if he becomes president that he will force everybody to give up their assault weapons. Yeah.
I don't even know any assault weapons.
I don't either.
I've never met one in my
Not
life.
even once.
I got my assault
So
bottle.
that'd be interesting.
Gun owners will willingly hand over their firearms when I ask them to.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. That's a great headline.
Yeah.
Oh.
Debatable.
He would institute a mandatory buyback of every assault
Oh,
weapon.
what do we got? What is this?
I don't
What's
know
up,
who the
girl?
fuck that is.
I think it's playing from
I don't think it's.
another video.
Something else, yeah.
Like
right.
it just going.
Yeah, fine.
There he is.
Oh, here we go.
There
Here's
you
a little
go.
video. Let's watch this fucking clown. See what this guy's got to say. Let's try to get on YouTube here so we can get the bigger screen. There we go.
That would need sound, I think.
All right, get ready.
Years that the government's going to take away
Oh,
the
we don't have the
assault.
pause it. Just switch that over.
Damn it.
Yep.
We're currently
Testicle
experiencing
difficulties.
Testicle difficulties, exactly.
This is where we cue the elevator music.
And
we're back.
And here we go. All right.
Call them if you're talking about buybacks and things.
I'm going to leave it kind of loud because
So I want to be
about it.
really clear that that's exactly what we're going to do. Americans who own AR-15s, AK-47s, will have to sell them to the government. We're not going to allow them to stay on our streets, to show up in our communities,
'Cause
to
they're
be used
just
against
chilling
us
on the
in our
streets, bro.
synagogues, our churches, our mosques,
Hanging out at church,
our
bro.
Walmarts, our public places.
It's a sad
That motherfucker's
AK-47.
probably never even stepped
Sad
foot in a Walmart.
AK-47 praying at the altar.
Fuck
you
that
know?
guy.
And he's picking on him, bro. I'm not. Yeah, I'm uncomfortable, bro.
I
That's
mean, he's
not-
probably never
that's
set
not-
foot in a
yeah,
Walmart.
man.
So
It's fucking rude, bro.
fuck him.
Never step foot in a Walmart. What?
Yeah, he probably has never stepped foot in a Walmart in his fucking life. Fuck you. Talk about Walmart like.
That was when you
Fuck Walmart.
Yeah, fuck Walmart.
Oh, okay. So Jennifer was saying like because Burning Man is like when you go there, like they are kind of like a community, and you basically just barter and trade, and like it's its own like separate.
But they're like
society,
they
right?
don't. So I would say they are all on drugs, doing their own thing and bartering.
Yes.
But they don't have guns, so it can't be.
Yeah, but hasn't
Well,
Burning Man been
Well,
like?
hey, but
Well,
but you think about it
flamethrowers.
though. It is a voluntary society
Sure.
that is
Burning Man?
disarmed themselves.
Who? What?
Yeah, but still.
Not the society I want to live in.
No.
I'm not saying I
And
wouldn't.
there's not a lot of bathing, so
I'm
it's a
not
little
saying
weird.
I wouldn't go visit.
Yeah.
Because that shit sounds like a fucking
Yeah,
riot.
I just walk through it and be like, I go home and
Are we
wash
talking
my
about
balls.
burning?
Yeah.
We're talking about Burning Man.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
you get
from-
that after you leave the event. It's just, yeah, it's scientifically proven
Uh,
when you leave, you get Burning Man.
Came home with a case of the old
And
Burning
the
Man.
gender part does hold true to that. I mean, it could apply to all genders, but
Sure.
yeah, mostly Burning Man.
The
Burning
Man.
person. Okay, get it.
No.
Yeah. Actually, that's going to be probably one of the things they attack eventually.
Yes, burning person.
It's not going to be able to
Yeah,
call
your
Burning
own
Man.
event that you named, you have to change the name to Burning Person.
Burning.
And then they'll say that's too
Person.
violent.
yeah. That's hate speech. That's talking about incinerating somebody. I don't like it.
They're
Inciting
gonna
violence.
change it to tingling person.
Dude, why don't
Wah, wah.
why don't they call it Drug Fest? I mean, like, it is what it is,
Yeah.
right? Like, fuck it.
Sure.
What happened? I think it was last year. A bunch of people got like chlamydia or some shit like that.
I think we covered that in the Burning Man comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Felt like that just.
I was
Cherry
reading,
on
I
top,
was
just
actually
like, yeah.
reading the live chat. That's why I was trying to.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Sure. Don't pay attention on the live stream. It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so Phoenix, we're agreeing with you. The current state of America. This is not a capitalist.
And it was weird because I always thought
Union.
that Phoenix was in Arizona, but I was wrong because it's obviously not. It's in Washington State, right?
Phoenix, Washington.
What up, Phoenix?
She is in Washington
Sure.
State. Yes, yes.
I can say, excuse me, it's they.
Just saying. We all thought it was in Arizona, but it's not. So it's cool.
Geography is such
Sure.
a strange.
Yeah. I
Who
know.
who would have thunk?
Who'd have third it?
Who'd have thunked it?
So
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is what she meant. Like it all kind of came around. So Burning
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
like as they get
sometimes
together,
the chat lags, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like
sometimes I lag.
No,
You
whatever.
know, it is what it is.
Drugs are weird.
Drugs are weird. Beer. Well, okay. So what else we got? We got a couple more stories up here. It looks like. Do you guys want to do the 7-Eleven one?
Yeah. This guy's
I'm
this is
always-
another good guy with a gun. You
I'm
know.
always for these stories.
Hell yeah.
See, this is why we have to cover this shit, is because the fucking news won't.
Nope, they don't.
So here it is. Bo, go ahead and read us into this bad boy right here.
So there's a guy concealed carry in 7-Eleven in Virginia. He went in for a big gulp, and he I guess these two guys like ski mask, I believe, went in there to rob the place. The story is kind of like it kind of confused me because I'm not sure who had a gun aimed at them because it sounded like the guy that had the concealed carry had a gun aimed at him, but he was able to pull his gun. Needless to say, this guy actually was able to shoot the suspects. One of them died. The other one survived with a gunshot to the neck.
Type flashbacks there. Is there a video, or is that just a picture?
This might be a video.
Negative.
Is it?
Negative.
Nope, it is
Yeah,
not.
okay.
Let me go down here a little bit. See if there's something.
News
No,
reports.
that's
No.
it.
So usually what ends up happening is robbers will go in, they pull the gun out on the fucking clerk, and then if there's someone in there with a carry, or if not the clerk, then they'll present their weapon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
probably like the guy probably said something and he pointed him at it. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Well, you
I didn't
see,
read that story.
there's a lot of you see kind of what you have to do as a concealed carry in the moment. I've seen a guy have a gun pulled on him, and he like backed up.
Yeah, you
backed
played
up.
dumb.
Yeah, and then there was another person behind him in line, and he walked behind them just for a second of concealment. He drew his weapon, and then we stepped out from behind the person. He shot the dude.
Nice.
And it was like fucking
surprise. You want
yeah.
the element of
It
surprise
was
on your
fucking-
side.
Like, I don't really like how he used another person as a shield, but
Yeah.
he needed.
It was
to-
the only second he
needed
had.
to deploy his firearm. So and nobody got hurt. So ultimately,
Yeah.
it was a decent tactic.
Yeah, I think with this, I'm pretty sure if I'm remembering correctly, someone else walked into the store or something, so one of the robbers got distracted, and he like basically took these guys out. I mean, no
To
matter
Taco Bell, maybe?
Yeah.
Did he take him out to Taco Bell, or did he maybe McDonald's? I feel like if he's at 7-Eleven, he probably doesn't got he's not a high roller.
So he's
So
going
he's
to
probably-
Taco Bell.
I'm being classist, by the way, but
Dude,
I'm just saying.
Oh, so you're inferring that
I'm in that class, so I'm good.
Are
with
you
that.
inferring that McDonald's?
No, you could talk about
is-
your own
yeah.
class if you're in that class.
So is
The media's
is
told me that.
McDonald's high class or is Taco Bell high class?
Well, America's #1 Mexican food restaurant is it transcends. You know what I mean? Like all classes and races and genders.
I'm playing a rogue right now.
That's that's one of my favorite characters too.
That's the class that I'm playing.
It's one of my favorite characters.
Out
in
of
X-Men.
nowhere. Talking about Taco Bell, he's
Yeah.
going up and wow.
Hell
Oh,
yeah. Well, you're talking
dude.
about classes.
Sure.
I thought we were talking about classes. Actually, Phoenix says that they used to have guns at Burning Man. It started as like a super pure libertarian anarchy type of
That's
thing.
kind of cool.
Until
I
it-
didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't
That's
know that either.
cool.
It's fucking badass.
Until
Thank you for sharing that information.
Well, no, it got
Johnny,
it
stop.
What happened was Burning Man actually went mainstream.
No
and now
promises.
It's all fucking just like corporate shit now. We have celebrities going there. Fucking,
I don't know.
you don't know.
Don't go. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like it was when I.
Any of you guys go that are on the chat? Any of you guys ever gone?
Well, it sounds like
I know some
Phoenix
people that have gone.
does.
Yeah, we did.
Valerie says I'm a mage. Like, see, she got the class joke.
Oh, the only one that got it.
Fuck you, Bo. Whatever. Hey, you're the one who said, "Wow."
Fucking
I
acting
didn't
like a
have to say-
pompous asshole
Yeah.
over here. Oh no.
You knew what the fuck I was
I
talking about.
I know
I
I
like the
did.
Baja Blast is all I can think about right now.
Dude,
Just saying.
you can't go to Taco Bell and not get a Baja
Yeah,
Blast.
what are you, a fucking atheist?
What are you, a sociopath?
Oh,
Get out
God.
of here.
You sick fuck.
What are you trying to do with your life?
What did I say? I said on one of the podcasts, I said I was in the drive-thru. I think it was when I threw up.
Which
I
time?
was telling the story
When you had
and
a
I was
six,
like,
though?
and then we found out, and I was like, we found out they were out of Mountain Dew Baja Blast, and I was like, and then we just drove over the island to get like out, and the cops saw us and pulled us over, and they were like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? You've been drinking whatever." No. They were just out of Mountain Dew Baja Blast, and he's like, "Okay, you guys can go. Have a good night." And the key point was he called me sir, so because it's like, yeah, you're free to go.
Sir,
It's a true story.
because you're the
Yeah.
boss, Johnny.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to things like, America's #1 Mexican food restaurant,
How
I feel like-
drunk were you when you dreamt of this?
I wasn't driving. I was puking out the side of the vehicle. I was watching my boys 6. I told him that. I puked, turned over to him. "Oh, I got your 6, bro." I don't know what that meant, but it sounded good at the time, I guess.
So we learned that Bianca and Valerie are anti-festival.
Okay.
They don't really like it.
Yeah, I hate festivals.
Talking about when Johnny got pepper sprayed for some reason. I don't know.
Hey,
Yeah.
he's been pepper sprayed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That has happened.
Yeah.
I wasn't knowing that was part of the chat. I was like,
I-
wait, what are you talking about, bro?
I don't know where that came from. All of a sudden, she's like, "I'm like anti-festivals," and then when Johnny got pepper sprayed.
No, that night was
okay.
purely alcohol. Yeah, it was amazing.
That will happen.
It might or might not have been at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah. No comment.
So one
That's
can
like-
only imagine how much alcohol was in my
It's the
system.
fucking witching hour. 4 o'clock.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, don't be out at that time of night.
Yeah, don't.
I've seen it 1,000 times.
Yeah, it got more popular, and then of course more rules had to be imposed to protect everyone.
As
Yeah,
always.
see, and that's how it is, right?
That's what you were thinking.
And it's because it starts off as one thing, and then somebody gets hurt, or somebody does something, somebody ODs, or some bullshit happens, right? And then now the state is like, well, hold on, you guys can't be out here doing all this without us like having a little bit of fucking regulation, right? Because now you guys are just wandering around doing whatever you want.
Just regulated.
We can't have that.
They want their piece, man.
Yeah, so
Gotta
it's
get their piece.
yeah,
Do you
that
need
is
a
what it
relay?
is. As soon as you, no,
I'm drinking faster than you.
You are, yeah. I'm good for right now. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's you can start it off with like a purist, fundamental idea, but then it just takes one fucker, right? And they complain to some sort of outside source, and the state gets a hold of it, and then they have to come in and regulate it, and so now you have all these rules in order to have that event continue. Or you can move it to another location and build up that fan base again, right? And then wait for the state to come fucking attack you because that one dipshit that ruined it last time finally finds your party, and then now they start complaining again. I don't know. Pain in the ass. I think that's really cool though to learn like where the fundamental like the core of it came from. I didn't know that's what Burning Man like originated from.
So, did we actually read Phoenix's comment? Because we got to read this. This is awesome. Phoenix is saying, "Yeah, I got more popular, and then of course more rules had to be imposed to protect everyone from her."
I know what she meant to say because she's
It's
using
just
text
funny.
to speak. I know what she meant to say, so I didn't bother
Wow.
fucking calling out
It
the.
was just funny.
Yeah, we don't always read every comment, but
She was
we
calling.
see them
She
all.
was calling herself out afterwards.
That's
I
okay.
thought it was funny. God damn.
It's okay. Jamie's
I
the
gotta
one in
take
control, so
something
I just
every-
looked at him. and was
Yeah,
like,
I knew what she was trying to say, so I didn't feel the
Damn.
need to. Didn't feel the need.
put
Why not,
They
though?
put regulations on my guns, bro. That's why I had to wear sleeves this week, bro. Seen it, bro.
It's the state, man.
Yeah, I had
They're-
I was open carry
they're
last
stepping
week, bro. They were like, "Nah, bro, you got to holster that shit." I was like, "It's cool, bro."
Now you're concealed
But do
carry.
you even lift? And they were just like, "Nah, hey, don't flash the guns, bro.
You got to keep them
You're
concealed.
gonna get flagged, dude, for violence." It's the reason why we don't show guns off on the show.
God damn it.
Start wearing a poncho, dude, just to be safe.
I would
Never
love
know.
to see you in a poncho.
With a fucking
worn
sombrero.
ponchos.
Dude, a sombrero so
Not
big.
like that kind of poncho. Why you guys always bring race into it? I'm uncomfortable now.
I just think it'd be hilarious
I meant like a tactical.
if you had
camouflage.
a giant hat on right
Okay,
now.
we'll get you a camo Mexican poncho.
Do you have one? Oh, I was like, what are you getting right now? Uh-oh.
We should get him a sombrero that's like camo
Yeah.
pattern, you know?
This, folks,
Yes.
this potentially could be hilarious. I don't know what he's getting right now.
It could be all bad, too. We never know. It's Johnny.
How's it going, guys? More a poncho, and this is the closest I got.
Dude, it needs to be. I want the brim to be like massive. That way, like me and Bo.
I can only work with what I have, my friend. Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'm gonna pull a Chris right now.
You remind me of that guy in Jurassic Park
You
for
mean
some
you're going to
reason.
stare intensely at the camera the whole live stream?
Yeah,
Yeah. Not move.
Yeah.
yeah.
Brutal.
If y'all don't know what we were referring to, go watch the last episode of the podcast and pay attention to our buddy Chris.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. Nice.
You're like, I'm uncomfortable
yeah,
now.
I'm uncomfortable.
Sure. Yeah. I
Dude.
borrowed your glasses, FYI.
She says, I don't enjoy this hat.
I don't either, but it was in the. It barely fits. It's like popping up above my.
It's what we have.
Sure.
Gotta,
It is what it is. I do look like I'm gonna comb a beach with
Yeah.
You look like you should have a radar.
Yeah.
Like a radar detector.
Oh, a metal
Like
detector.
metal detector. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's all,
Yeah, these headphones don't like this either. So.
That's
Yeah.
no. This is. I love her comment, Bianca. She just like so nonchalantly. I don't enjoy this hat. Like just how she said
we let her down.
it.
It's a fake sombrero.
Well, I don't have a sombrero. You know
I
what?
just-
I'm not going to spend the freedom fighters' money on a sombrero.
Hey, you know what? I have an idea. Isn't Halloween coming up next month?
Negative.
Johnny. I don't know, man. It's just this hat.
Something just fell off the hat.
I don't enjoy it.
I'm not, I'm uncomfortable too, but I'm wearing it. I'm committed to my craft.
Bianca, that might be the next fucking shirt, dude. I don't enjoy this hat.
Oh my god, that'd be
Hey.
perfect.
I just do this for you people. I do this for you people.
What do you mean, you people?
They know goddamn well what I mean.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, Jennifer's got a pretty good point there. She just go down to Chevy's and pretend it's your birthday.
Oh my god!
I had one of those for about 4 years. This is great. So what I used to do is we would go because I hate that place. Just for let's just get that out there. I hate it. So whenever one of my friends wanted to go there, whoever it was that pissed me off and wanted to go there, and oh no, we got to go. Come on. As soon as they go to the fucking bathroom, I
know
go,
this
my
is
boy's birthday, bro.
I knew this was coming.
Every single fucking time it happens, and they forget every time, and I get them every single time. One of my friends, the first time I ever did it, he was turning 18 or 9. No, he was turning 21. And we
Okay.
went, right?
Margarita time.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're all drinking stuff. Was it 21? Yeah, it was 21, and he wasn't drinking. He actually didn't drink. But we all were,
What a
obviously,
waste.
right? Yeah, well, he's a little younger than us. And I go, it's his 18th birthday. And so they yelled out that it was his 18th birthday, even though he was 21. And obviously at that age, it's more, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
And so he was like a ginger.
Oh god!
And he turned like
Like a strawberry.
pink, bro.
Yeah.
No, it was like bright pink. And he was like and he was wearing a wife beater. So I remember his like every part of his body turned that color.
Glowing.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was just like so uncomfortable. So yeah, fucked up.
So
I hate their
he
food,
basically
dude.
looked like Dr. Zoidberg
Yeah.
from
And
Futurama.
on a real note, Taco Bell's better than that shit. On a real like
I'd have to agree with you on
yeah,
that.
just to drop that.
I can't even remember the last time I had Chevy.
fucking
We
horrible.
don't have a Chevys anymore. That's why they got rid of it.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
that's what Val was saying.
Yeah.
So we had the last time I was at a Chevy's, I actually went to go pick up my sister, and
I was
she-
over at Ford and Dodge before that.
Yeah, took a trip past GM and Chrysler on my way.
Maybe I should start doing random hats. Sorry. Continue.
Maybe.
Maybe it's
Random hat every live show,
Maybe it's
live stream.
debatable. We'll see.
Hey,
Go ahead. Continue.
that
Sorry,
was. I
Oh, that was it.
That was it.
yeah, like so. My sister went out with her coworkers,
And I had to pick her up.
and then I had to pick her up. Yeah, because
Pretty
they went to the
much it.
bar, right? They got margaritas, and I remember it was like the
So it
first,
was a Chevy pickup, is what you're saying.
it was a Chevy pickup. That's
Okay.
exactly what it was. Yeah.
I look like I would be driving it to pick you guys up.
I don't know.
Hey,
the-
get in the back of the bed. Bro. Oh, you
the-
can't do that, government.
Government. Yep. The funny
I
thing
feel
was,
like you'd be driven like a Crown Victoria or something, like just an old man driving a Lincoln,
Crown Victoria.
like a Lincoln Town
Oh,
car
I
and
see what
shit.
you're
You
saying.
know?
cop car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then have the metal detector or the radar detector.
in the back. Yeah, you'd
Sure.
have all your
I did
like
say
you'd have
radar,
like
yeah.
all your antennas on the back of the car for your You know your CB radio and shit,
Car phone, bro.
Oh yeah.
and your car phone.
Yeah, you haven't advanced past technology when you're like this old and you just rock the car phone
Straight up.
Dude,
Yeah.
one of my parents' cars had the car phone. It was weird.
and the CB radio.
Hell yeah, dude. I used to, talk shit to the truckers on the CB radio back in the day when a kid, when you could actually do that without a license. Now you can't.
Wait, that's not true.
You can talk on a CB radio without a license?
That's why it's CB, civilian ban.
You're not supposed to unless you have a license.
That
Yeah.
can't be. Really?
Yeah.
The only way I talk to him is I do this, and then they
He's all.
Yeah.
toot the horn.
It's where you say, I want to
Sure.
reach around.
Sure.
Is what it means.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what
Yeah.
I'm saying, bro. I mean, there's a lot of glory holes in those bathrooms, all those truck stops. I'm just saying.
And man, there's not always a lot lizard in that
I was
area.
going to say it too. I was going to say that exact same thing.
There's not always a lot lizard around.
So we have another story, or
Yeah. Yeah, we
yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. So,
I'm gonna take this hat off. So
okay. Take it off for Bianca's sake.
yeah, it's for you guys.
For all of our sakes. God damn that picture.
I don't
Sheesh.
like it.
She scares me.
All right,
I'm
here we go.
uncomfortable.
You're not the only one.
All right, so we're going to talk about this, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
Cannibalism.
oh, this is the drone one.
No, that's not the drone one.
Oh, okay, that's next.
That's
Sorry.
next.
My
Yes.
bad. I was reading the wrong title.
Yeah, so if you want to go up to the title so they can see, yeah. So because we have to fight climate change by engaging in cannibalism of dead people. Yeah, we have to. It's the Swedish are weird. You know this.
What the
Jamie.
fuck, Bo?
Fucking Swedes, bro. He's a scientist. Science is weird.
Okay, that's
What is this chick always on
I
like
don't
every
know.
fucking thing?
It's
Like,
same fuck. It's got to be an ad for something.
yeah, I don't know. Fuck that chick.
Okay, researchers Stockholm School of Economics advanced the idea of eating people after they die. Tuesday in Sweden. What? Seminar on subject. Blah blah blah.
Had a seminar.
Climate change makes food sources increasingly scarce. People will have to learn to eat things that are now considered disgusting, including pets, insects, and most of all, human flesh, the Epoch Times reported. Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me?
You gotta fight climate change, bro, by eating people.
You know what? I'm pretty sure
So this is where we're eating people.
yes.
Okay, I'm back.
To fight climate change.
Yeah.
Nonetheless,
That sounds legit to me.
it just says that like food sources will become increasingly scarce, right? So you have to learn to eat things that are now considered disgusting.
Mhm.
Pets, insects.
Is this apocalyptic, or
flesh.
is this just because of population?
Oh, this is Epoch Times. I'm assuming that's
Okay. Well, you know what else would help in an apocalypse is that gentleman's hat, summer's hat that I was wearing.
Yeah, yes, it would.
Yeah.
Keep the sun
You know,
off your
honestly,
nape of
I
the
feel
neck.
like that would keep the cannibals away from you, Johnny.
I don't know about
I don't
that.
know if I'd want to eat someone that would.
I would want to eat the shit out
Oh,
of
God.
me.
Almost fucking
Eat yourself.
What happened?
spilled a beer there.
Oh,
Almost had.
Almost had a
almost
man
had a
down.
man down.
Yeah.
Almost had testicle difficulties.
Almost
It's
had
easy for you to say.
more testicle difficulties.
Yeah.
Tentacle difficulties.
Tentacle.
Yeah.
Good.
I knew where that was
Yeah.
going.
Yeah,
That was a little
good.
inside thing.
Yeah,
there.
good, good one, Jamie. That was good.
All right.
Oh man.
That was for the boys.
Jesus.
Alrighty. So so cannibalism's weird.
Oh, so we know the first person who's gonna eat people now.
I just don't think I couldn't. I wouldn't do it. I don't think I would do it. I mean, like, I just aren't there like plants? I mean,
Right.
before we
Isn't
start.
there plants? Isn't there other things to eat, like
Yeah.
your cat?
Well, it did say
Boy,
pets.
I mentioned
Okay,
cat.
I came in
Yeah.
late. I came
Yeah.
in
I
late.
mentioned,
It said pets.
Okay.
I'm just like, before old Timmy starts looking tasty, like, I'm probably going to go try the miner's lettuce. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
Sure.
like,
Some grass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All the deer just nibbling.
yeah.
Well, I'm thinking. I don't think
Yeah.
they were like meaning you go and kill someone and eat them. I think
Yeah.
that they
Oh,
just,
Margaret's about to kick the bucket, but
Yeah.
I found an avocado tree over here. We
Yeah.
could just try to
I
eat that
feel
instead.
like if you killed someone and ate them, it would probably be better than if they died because they probably have like disease in them and shit.
you might be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Not that I would do that.
I don't
I'm
think
just
we don't eat animals that die of old age, right?
saying. Yeah, that'd
Those-
be weird, right?
Those go to the fucking glue factory.
Yeah.
or
Right? Yeah,
Wow.
wherever. Yeah, they go into dog food.
Is that where dead people go?
Yeah.
The glue factory.
Rucker's like, ruh-roh.
She got it. Bianca got the tentacle joke. She saw my thing on Facebook.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How can you guys watch all of this toxic masculinity, says Danny?
Because it's fucking awesome, Danny.
Danny, you wish you were here. Come on, man. Come on.
Did you get to see my awesome hat, or did you miss it? Because I feel like you just came in to be like an asshole.
Yeah.
Like
There's
he does.
nothing more
Yeah, sure.
masculine than Johnny's hat.
That was it was a gentleman's summer hat is what I titled it. Yeah.
The
It's
term
good for
gentleman
combing beaches, you know. So
Finding treasure.
and metal detector.
I thought it was super neato.
Neato. Yeah.
And you know what? Jamie missed his opportunity. He should have been like, Johnny, you know what? That's amazing.
You know, I think we,
I
I
did,
think,
damn
you know
it.
what, Johnny,
yeah, right.
Johnny, I know what
He
would
says
go
he saw
perfect
it.
with that hat. We have a friend that likes to wear those kind of clothes. You know, like, Hawaiian shirts and shit. You can borrow some. Old Navy.
Is it me?
No.
He doesn't wear. Does he really wear Hawaiian shirts? I don't think I've ever seen him wear Hawaiian shirts.
He has.
Oh, like one time maybe.
No, I've seen him a couple times.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's your problem, not mine. I don't remember him ever really wearing a Hawaiian
No.
shirt. Yeah, Baby Gap.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
Danny, beer things with the straws on it? You're going to have to post a link or something, man.
What the hell?
I want to
Beer
know
things
about
with the
this.
straws on it.
I want to know about this.
As
now.
I think he's talking about the
The hat.
hat.
Oh, like a helmet
The
thing.
beer helmet?
Yeah.
Is that what he's talking about? We'll see.
That
See
might
if
be
we
what
post
he's
a link
talking
or
about.
whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
No, mine was more of a beachcomber style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like out there, just wanting to find.
I was going through the closet. It was in there, and I had it on the table because I was going through all the shit that's in the closet.
Yeah.
I saw that. That's why it was on the table.
Okay.
So as soon as we were talking about it, I'm like, I gotta get the hat. That's
Nice.
gonna get
Oh,
like
God.
tossed anyway, so you might as well use it, right?
Yeah, it's just beer hat thing. That's what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
The beer
yeah.
helmet. All right.
Beer helmet.
We need to go to like Salvation.
Usually they're red too, right? Generally,
I've seen them at like Spencer's, and they make them in all different colors now.
like a Make America Great hat version of it. Trump's number one fan, Jamie.
Fucking 2 PBRs.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'd be all about that part of it.
Soda drink hat, SpongeBob?
I don't know where that's going. Where they're going with that.
Valerie says, fine or wide tooth comb, Johnny?
I feel like it's got to be a fine tooth comb if you're gonna comb a beach, because you got to find shit. You know what I mean? That's kind of the style that you got the radar detector out,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then you just get a real big ace comb,
Yep.
real big one,
Real big one.
yeah, and you just attach it to your knees,
Yeah.
and like somehow,
Did you guys find anything yet?
yeah, and you just comb.
found shit.
We found hella shit,
We
bro.
ain't found jack shit.
Found broken bottles.
I know where that's from, Jamie.
Good.
I do.
Awesome.
All right, so is
Mel,
that,
I was
Mel
thinking
Brooks needs to make a new movie.
He needs Spaceballs
I was
too.
talking about him at the bar the other night too. It's
Real,
funny,
I
yeah.
think. I think that.
Someone hasn't seen what's the Holy Grail one?
Well, Monty Python, but that's different.
That's
You're thinking
different.
Men in Tights.
Okay.
Men
yeah,
in
yeah,
Tights
and
is,
that, yeah.
Men in Tights.
The
Yeah,
Robin
he
Hood
hadn't
one.
seen that either. We were
Oh,
talking about like
man.
all those old school movies. Even
Dracula Dead and Loving It. I mean, come
like, he
on.
hadn't seen that either. I was
What
bringing
the
up
fuck?
all
Dude,
those.
Leslie
It was
Nielsen?
that style of what's
It's
it, like a
slapstick.
dry? Yeah.
Slapstick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were talking about that, and he had no idea about any of them.
Dude, all those movies. Not Top Gun. it was
Airplane
called,
is the only one he
Airplane.
saw. That was the only one he
Oh,
saw.
Airplane's awesome.
That style of movie. Hot Shots.
Yeah.
Part
Oh,
one,
Yeah, never
yeah.
seen those either. I was
Oh,
like, what
dude.
the fuck? And he was old.
I love slapstick comedy, dude. I'm such a huge fan of that era. Like that's why I want Mel Brooks making new movies, because there are too many people that are
And I love his song "Friends in Low Places." It's always on at the bars.
Mel Brooks.
Yeah, sure. When he did that alter ego emo thing, it was a little weird. I think his name was Chris Stapleton at that time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. Shit. That's funny. No, I just think he needs to come out with a new movie. There's an entire generation that just doesn't know anything about that style of comedy, and until they get introduced
Dude,
to
we
it.
need Spaceball to search for more money.
Spaceballs, bro. Come on now.
Well, I've seen like unofficial Spaceball 2 like stuff. I've seen like posters and shit.
Yeah,
Could
they-
be fake though.
It's
Yeah.
probably fan made. We need Spaceballs too, though.
Hey, there's Kenny. Kenny showed up.
What up,
What
bro?
up, Kenny?
Yeah, my man.
He missed my hat. Rewind,
Yeah.
rewind a little. Check out my awesome
Yeah,
hat.
go to awesome is not the word I'd use.
It
but
was awesome, bro. It was a gentleman's summer hat. Fuck off, Bo. You're not a gentleman.
I am not.
He's all never pretended to be. That's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly. Never claimed that.
I've pretended to be a gentleman a time or two.
Well, it's only pretend though. You're like, I'm not a gentleman, but I'll pretend. I am.
Blazing Saddles, another one.
Oh,
Phoenix
yeah.
Oh
Chicago.
yeah.
Yeah, he never saw that either. Same dude never saw
dude.
that either.
Let's just
Fuck
go. I'll go down the fucking.
And the guy was like 38
What?
and never seen any of these movies.
Oh,
He's
man.
our age and he's
Dude,
What else?
okay.
Fuck that guy.
So we'll start with Blazing Saddles, then we can go to like the producer. You can go Men in Tights. You can go High Anxiety, History of the World Part 1.
yeah,
Uh,
Dracula didn't live in it.
that's not a Mel Brooks movie, though.
Yes, it is.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That makes
plays-
sense.
Well,
It
I was
makes
even
sense.
just talking about that style, even
That's
just that generic.
Okay, so if we're gonna
like,
go that style, then
tri-humory.
also the Hot Shots 1 and 2,
Yep.
Airplane, which they made 2 Airplane movies.
He
by the way.
did
I don't know if
see
you saw that.
Airplane, but
Okay,
that
that's
was
good.
the only one out of all the ones I named.
Oh, okay. Then all of the Leslie Nielsen movies, all the Naked Gun.
Yeah.
Naked Gun, fucking, they went 33 and a third.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah,
that
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
like all the way up there. Spy Hard.
I haven't seen that.
Oh,
That came out, I think, in the late 90s, early 2000s, and it was like the last thing I saw Leslie Nielsen do before he passed away. But it was
I
a
don't think I saw that one.
it was
I
a
could've,
Naked
but I don't think
Gun
so.
esque. Do you remember the one? Maybe this was a Naked Gun. Maybe it was in Spy Hard. I'm not sure. But do you remember when he meets like the leggy blonde or whatever for the first time, and it starts at her feet and it goes up her legs and it shows her knees. And then it shows another set of knees, and like it just keeps going.
I do remember that. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that was Naked Gun, not
Yeah,
Spy
I
Hard.
do remember
Fun
that.
fact: Anna Nicole Smith was in one of those movies.
Yeah, I know. Is that?
Yeah.
I think it's part 2, right?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
What did you not enjoy?
You
Bianca?
know what you
was
did
it,
not
was
enjoy.
it the hat?
What? The hat? Are we still talking about the hat? God damn it!
I was waiting for that.
Oh my god!
You enjoyed it. Stop it.
Bianca, we are on the same page.
Shut up, Bo. No one's talking to you.
That's gonna be the greatest shirt. I do not enjoy this hat with quotes.
I like it.
Bianca Fortino
With a beachcomber hat, a gentleman's beachcomber hat. That I coined the term.
You gotta
I
have
feel
a
like that's what you call it, right? What else could you call that?
I don't.
It's not a fedora. That's for
It's
goddamn
not a fedora.
sure.
No,
I don't know what kind of hat
Yeah,
that
it's
is.
a, I
A
call
gentleman's
It,
beachcomber.
I call it a
hat.
summer hat. Yeah,
It's like
sure.
a straw
A
hat or some
beachcomber.
shit. I don't know.
No, Straw Hat's pizza is okay, but Pizza Hut's a little better, bro.
It's actually a wicker hat.
Sure. Well, Wicker's a little.
Don't do it, Johnny.
It's like,
Don't do it. I know where you're going with
all right, I'll keep race
this.
out.
I
of it.
know where you're going with this.
God damn it, Bo! You ruined my thunder. Hey, Jamie, Wicker, what? I was gonna do something else, but I'll just keep it more simple. Yeah. Eminem's weird.
Oh Jesus!
God
Yeah.
damn it, Bo.
Oh, I haven't.
I saw the warning signs.
Woo. Yeah, you know. Stop watching the fucking. That's like 2 or 3 shows. He's like watching my face. He's like, God damn it, Johnny. Yeah. It
I'm a
happens.
little more alert now.
Where's your uncomfortable?
No, that was
Oh,
awesome.
you're okay.
That was awesome.
Wicker, what?
So
You know, if we want to make Jamie uncomfortable.
Wicker, please. Wicker, please. All right. Oh, God damn it.
Oh, we like to have fun.
It's
here.
funny when
Yeah.
you're trying to be serious, too, about it, and then it makes it funnier. Yeah, I don't know. It just happens.
We like to have fun here. It's a,
Freestyle,
Yeah.
bro. It's freestyle.
it's a good
Freestyle.
show. It's a really good show.
We have a high standard of quality and excellence.
Yeah.
We do.
We're fancy bitches.
Yeah, we set the bar right about here. I think.
Right about here,
Yeah.
actually, where we have the cheers.
Yeah. Yep. There it is. So
There you
empty.
Technically, we have a bar right about there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we do.
yeah. It's right about
Which
here.
freedom fighters don't know about.
Right about
but yeah, there's a bar right
We
there.
used to have a lot of fun.
It's
with that
kind of
bar.
funny that you sit next to the bar.
I sit the bar.
Sure. They can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can kind of see behind,
Tiki bar.
behind the curtain. Ooh.
Tiki bar.
Ooh.
Look how the green like does that.
Hashtag rip.
The whole thing
Yeah,
just comes
fuck,
coming.
dude.
The whole thing just comes down on him.
It's gonna be ripped this week. I'm gonna try to take it out.
Oh, really?
Yep. Command bunker's gonna go through some changes, and we got to get a place.
Boo. Oh yes, we've seen the
Yeah.
boys, Danny.
Oh, the boys is the shit.
Oh, yeah, bro. All of us have watched it.
Yeah, bro.
Except
Danny, you're a good cunt.
yeah. You're a good cunt.
You're a
A
good,
good
cunt.
cunt. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It's
that shit-
diabolical, bro.
that shit
So,
was awesome.
what was
Yeah,
your favorite
that
character,
was
Danny?
fucking diabolical. Yeah. And he gets all excited.
Yeah, we love that fucking show.
Johnny's favorite character was the Deep.
Yeah.
every time he's on. So I watched it the first time.
Every time he's
loved
on,
it.
Johnny gets a hard on.
The second time, every time he even just you saw him on the screen,
You
I'm
got a
like,
you got a half
I
a chub?
fucking hate
You got
this
a half
guy.
a chub
Like,
when you saw him?
I was just like yelling at the screen, like, fuck this guy. I wanted to forward it.
He wanted to fuck him. That's what
I
he said.
hate him. Yeah, it was not. It's still not funny. So, I'd fuck a dude, just not that dude. I hate that guy.
he's like
I fucking hate him, bro.
he's like all things aside.
Yeah, that's neither here nor
What the
there.
fuck?
Yeah, fucking Homelander's
Oh.
the best, and Butcher, right? Who agrees?
Yeah.
with that?
Well, okay.
Well,
so
you like
I
Frenchie.
Yeah, I like Frenchie, and then fucking
He's
Butcher
probably
for
my. So the only thing I have a problem with Frenchie is
the dolphin part. He says, yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, of course. But Frenchie, like right after he met the X-23 type character, the Asian chick.
Yes.
So after he met her, he kind of lost his cool factor.
Well,
You know what I mean?
The
He got
reason
too emo.
Well, the reason I liked him is because he was that overly sensitive, like, character type where he's like, he always goes out of his way.
So
like-
you liked him after he became a vagina. I liked him
Yes.
before he became a vagina.
What
Well,
did you
no, I
expect,
liked
on the
Johnny?
show.
I
The guy's
liked
French.
I liked the
Well,
transformation.
you know what?
He had
Just
a
because he's
cool-
from England doesn't mean shit, Bo. Stop being a racist.
from
All right.
Africa.
Always
Yeah.
racist.
Wow.
No, I don't know. I enjoyed his character progression. He went from like this. You don't really know him. Was he a chemist? He's a murderer. Is he a
His
fucking
other
weird
girlfriend
guy?
was way fucking hot.
Yeah.
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 The fuck out of here.
And
He
then-
blew up the buildings and shit.
Yeah, and then fucking like he started I liked how the empathetic side of him came through. I did like that because I relate to that. I'm kind of more like
In the
that.
real world, we call it leaky vagina syndrome.
leaky vagine syndrome.
Yeah, sure.
Well, like I said, I
But
mean,
he was
even-
cool still. Even then, I liked him.
Even and like and as it goes, like I'm just trying to be real with who I am as a person. Like as much as I want to be Butcher, right? Like I want to be that guy.
You're Huey, bro.
I'm
Don't
actually-
even go
yeah.
there.
Yeah, you're more Huey.
You're
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
Huey,
yeah.
bro.
like 100%.
You can still pull the trigger, but you really
Like
yes.
100%
Yeah, sure.
though.
Yeah.
He's like, I mean, all you gotta do
Still-
is get
hey.
in there and get her IP address, and I work in home repair, and I'm
Still
like,
a killer though.
I am that guy.
Still a killer. Hey,
I mean, Huey's a badass, bro.
He gets that. He gets
I mean,
there eventually.
Huey got super pussy. I'm just saying.
he did.
You know?
He did. That
You
was
know?
pretty sweet.
Yeah.
so if you guys haven't watched The Boys on Amazon Prime, I don't know what you're doing with your life. 'cause
You might be making.
you might
bad
need to
life-
you might need to rethink some decisions
You're
you
making bad life choices if you haven't.
Yeah, check out. Check
Fuck
out
the old
Boys,
A
man.
Train and fuck the Deep. Those two guys are assholes. I
Yeah,
hate them.
Didn't like
But
him.
Homelander's fucking sweet.
Johnny's favorite scene was when the deep got
Insane.
killed.
I love him.
You like it
Especially
when
the
he got
airplane
killed?
scene. I don't want to give anything away, but I'm just saying the airplane scene was pretty brutal.
That's fucked. Yeah, that was fucked up.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, that was brutal.
Although
Or
I would
him,
say- I would say
the whole mommy issues was also
Oh my
interesting.
god, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I liked Laser Baby, so
Yeah,
you know.
check out The Boys, you guys. Like if you
Yeah.
want to see like an original superhero like IP that isn't really connected to any universe like MCU or DC or anything like that, check it out. It's actually
Started
it's all-
out DC though, but
It did,
Did
but
it?
it moved
Yeah.
away.
So
but it's still not based off their universe.
right. It's still new. It's still original. And it is only loosely based off another universe. So I mean, you don't get.
I don't
there's
think
not
it
a lot
is
of
even off
crossover.
that universe. I just think they had it under.
no,
their-
they had it under
Yeah.
DC, but it was too like I guess.
No.
weird.
What I'm saying is, I understand it was DC, but I don't think it was based off their universe because they didn't have any of their characters, right?
No,
Because then
they
there would have
never-
been
they never-
Superman and all
Yeah,
that.
they never
right?
connected.
Yeah.
It. They never
Yeah.
got so
It was
far to
unconnected.
connect, Yeah.
So
Well,
you
and
were right. You were
They-
right.
And they never made like they could have done subtle shit. Like they could have been like, oh, like the Daily Planet reads this in the headline today, and then it'd been like,
Right.
oh, like now it's
They
part
didn't
of
do that,
the
though.
part of Metropolis or what. But they
No.
didn't. Yeah, they
But
didn't
you
do
know what
that.
they had? They had a fucking van. Every good fucking superhero team or every man has to have a van. And that's what we're lacking in life. We figured this out. All my boys, not the boys.
Didn't they have a van in
Figured it
Dumb
out.
and Dumber?
They did.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, they did.
So
The puppy van.
So there you go. That
Yeah.
already, you just cleared that up.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Obviously, the A-Team.
I was
The
gonna-
Punisher.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, I
Yeah.
gotta admit something. I gotta come clean. I would
Todd had a van.
I would
Yeah.
like to be.
Shout out
the,
to Todd.
I would like to be the guy with the van.
Sure.
I wish
Yeah.
I had a fucking rock
Sure.
and roll van. Wait, I brought this up before. I want the van from Edward Scissorhands.
I don't remember
I
that
remember
one. Do you
that.
not? I even
Oh,
own that
bro.
movie.
You need
Yeah.
to pull that up.
I-
bro.
yeah,
I
you
will.
definitely
I will, dude. Because this is the most fucking rock and roll '90s.
Bring it up, bro.
Van. Oh,
Bring it
dude.
Yeah,
up. Let's
see
do
this
this.
shit.
Let's see it. I want to see the Edward Scissorhands.
Got to
van.
get a van. So I'll just text my friends randomly that have all seen the show, and I'll just be like, "We need a fucking van," or "We need a van, bro." Oh shit, it's got hot rod flames.
Dude, I
What?
hate those flames,
What?
right?
Yeah, but on a
I-
van, it's a
I
whole-
would have it. I would
On a
keep
van?
it. Yeah.
Oh my
It's a
god, I
different
need
thing.
that. The
No.
van is
Bro,
awesome.
Yeah, check this out.
That
This
van is legit.
I want this van.
Also, there's a sign when you open the sliding door that says no jerseys allowed, especially 49ers.
bro.
Just
Like, so you can't see it great in this picture, but
No touching.
he's got the big ass like CB antenna.
This is my AO. That's your
Check it out. Look,
That's your AO.
there's this really big antenna right here.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
You,
CB radio.
Yeah, you bend it over and he puts it under the mirror. So there's actually a coiled antenna that goes across this whole thing right here.
That's fucking sweet,
I love it so much.
bro.
Look, 71.
look
We
at
got
that
a better
thing,
picture.
dude.
Let's get a bigger.
Look, there's the antenna.
Okay, blow that
Yeah.
one.
What?
Blow that one up. Can we blow it up?
I'll try-
It'll
I'll try
open
to.
another link. on
Open image, in new
image.
tab.
There
Let's
you
see.
go.
Yeah,
And debatable.
kinda, Yeah.
Oh, you can zoom that
We
on.
still need
try,
the van
yeah.
though. That's van is badass.
Oh, with the circle porthole.
Dude, I like
window
the
thing.
flames off the
Or is that a
porthole.
V? Is that a diamond shape?
I can't tell.
I don't know.
think
That
it-
thing's sick. It's
Yeah,
probably
I-
got Krager wheels on it, right?
Probably.
Because it's got the white
110.
letter tires.
It's
Because
badass.
we're at.
It's got to have the Kragers, bro. I feel
there's
like it.
there's a couple of daytime shots. You can kind of see it here in this shot.
Oh yeah. Open that.
Wait,
one.
wait. Yep, Kragers.
Yeah, it's like a diamond.
Nailed
it's
it.
like a diamond shape.
I don't
yeah.
remember the van in the movie,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, dude. Okay, so
How do I not remember
They
this?
load Edward into the van so that they can go back to boyfriend's dad's place and break in.
The old shaggin' wagon.
Yeah, because he can pick the locks with his hands.
Mhm.
And
What
so
the fuck?
yeah, and then the
How
alarm
many times
goes
have you
off.
seen this movie?
Well, I don't know.
serious,
When
like,
I was a kid, long time. It's
Fuck.
been a long time.
I've actually seen it 2-3 years back, and I don't remember it,
Yeah,
dude.
I don't remember.
I own it.
I feel like I used to watch it a lot when I was a kid.
Oh,
so
that's
like
probably
it kind
why.
of like
You
it was-
retained
It
it.
was a favorite. Yeah.
Click
yeah.
that random white one down there. I want to see that one.
down here.
Far right. Yep.
that one.
That one.
Oh, it's Bo's van.
Badass.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is fucking sick.
Yeah. It matches your jersey,
Dude.
I would-
which
I
also
would-
rhymes with virgin. All right.
Zing. I'm just saying, I want a fucking awesome rock and roll van,
Dude, I want the Star Wars van. That thing's badass.
and
See, that would. Yeah, I feel like you would totally rock that, dude.
Dude, it's
Little
it's,
X-Wing
it's
fighter.
badass. It's like the
Sure.
old school style too. So
yeah, see, even Jennifer, she's like, yeah, they set him up for robbing the house. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. The alarm went off.
Doesn't an X-wing
all-
fighter kind of look like that birth control thing that women have inside them? It's just a weird thing that popped into my mind. What is it called? IED?
Yeah, an
it
IED.
says the
an
fucking
IED,
comic
yeah.
nerd. The comic nerd wants to talk shit about Star Wars nerd. Yeah, totally legit.
Nailed
Johnny.
it! High five. That was good, huh?
Front towards enemy.
Yeah. Usually I don't like self props. Self props are usually negative props, but I had to do it on that one.
You have no
Yeah.
room to talk, buddy.
Jennifer, you're right. Bianca, yeah, you're right. It was like diamond shaped, right? Like cartoon diamond. That movie really scared you. I can see where like there was some scary. 'cause
Edward
it was,
Scissorhands?
Yeah, well,
it's dark. It's dark. If
If
you're
it-
not
I
into
think
horror
it-
movies,
well,
yeah.
it was Tim Burton, and he's always kind of like,
Yeah.
you know.
But I mean, if
kiddie
you're not into
twisted.
horror movies, I could see how it would spook you or whatever. But
Well, I
it's
mean,
not
I
scary.
think the part that was the beginning when the guy's actually creating Edward that was kind of creepy.
There's a lot, all the machinery,
Yeah,
and all that,
that
sort
was
of stuff.
kind of creepy.
The like Rube Goldberg machine type like factory that he had, but also
do you know who it was that was creating him?
His dad.
Vincent Price.
Oh, what? Huh?
Oh yeah.
Wait, so who? He was an actor.
Yeah,
from,
type him up real quick. Let's
What
pull
is
him
he?
up for
Vincent
them. yeah.
Price, bro.
Oh, bro, he's in all the old classic.
Hold on,
fucking
Is
horror
it really?
movies, bro.
Dracula,
Yeah.
bro.
He's one of his last movies. It might even have been his last movie. I
Probably.
can't remember. So Vincent Price. Yep, right
Oh
there.
shit. Okay.
So he was the dad/scientist guy.
Oh,
Can we
wow.
pull him up for them real quick?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. And let's
So
pull
he's
up-
in like tons of good old movies. So especially in the 70s.
Yeah, click on the Wikipedia wiki.
Yeah, dude, my boy Vincent Price, bro. House on Haunted Hill is my favorite.
Yeah. Oh, he died in '93. Yeah. So.
Look
Wow.
at that boy, man! Look at his face, dude. He's legit. He had that like classic voice, dude, for horror movies.
He did the original House of Wax.
I own a lot of those.
Yeah.
That's
The
badass.
Pit and the Pendulum. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Seen all those.
Yeah. So now we're starting
That's
to
some
see
good shit.
the different tastes in the Freedom Fighters here. So Jennifer's like, I love that movie. That was one I was watching with Freddie and Chucky at age 6, and then Bianca's like, Edward creeped me out. Like, yeah. So
Yeah, well, he's supposed to, right? I mean,
well, no, it's funny because Jennifer, a huge horror fan. Bianca, obviously,
not.
seeming like she's not a big
Cool.
horror fan. But I mean, yeah, you just kind of see we're all over the place here, folks.
Yep.
We're all over the place.
We you know.
I like horror movies. They're great.
I love horror movies.
We just saw It.
Yeah.
Tell them about it, Bo. Tell them your critique because you've actually read the books.
My critique is that there's a lot of little things that they didn't expand on. It was kind of like fan service.
But wait. You did say it was more book oriented though. Than
It
the
wa-
OG
it was book oriented. They had some stuff. They changed the little things, but I mean, there's like some major things that I thought that didn't need to be changed, like Beverly's husband. I'll try not to spoil it, but in the book, he's actually very abusive towards her, just
Spoilers.
like her dad was, And in the book, he actually like kills her friend, follows her to Derry, and it's really.
That's in the book, correct?
Yeah, that's in the book. Yeah, so she ends up, I think, one of them ends up having to kill her husband.
Now, is this the chapter 2 or whatever that
Yes,
everyone's talking
yes,
about?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So-
still,
You
I
saw
still
it opening day, bro.
Yeah, we did.
I never even saw the remake.
Yeah, I own it. So if you want to watch it, let me know.
Did you like it? I mean, it,
all right.
it looked to me like it was a shot for shot, so I'm kind of like, well, I've
No, it
already
was not a
seen that
shot for
movie.
shot at all.
Okay.
No.
No. Honestly, the
The original's better. In my
the
opinion.
original movie actually followed the book way more closely, in some aspects. but
Really? The original movie, like it.
Some of it did.
I don't know if you guys.
Some of it did.
That was a fucking weird. Like that movie is like. The first like 75% of it is like comprehensible, and you're like, okay, I can kind of see where they're going with this. And then the last part,
Well,
where you're like,
Stephen King.
what?
So
Like,
yeah, I like it. He's like a fucking creature from another planet.
The
Alien?
Macroverse.
Yeah, or whatever
yeah,
dimension.
some bull. I don't know, it looked like a fucking dragon. I don't
Well,
know.
when you see this shit, it's totally
Yeah,
different.
Spoiler alert! If you didn't see the original It,
Yeah.
fucking dude's hair turns white.
1988 or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. You fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
The original was way better.
Yeah,
It's creepy. I'm used to it from back in the day.
yeah.
But even
Well,
then, it was still good.
she
It
said-
wasn't great though.
She's like, it was good, but it wasn't as scary as I remember the original being. That's
Yeah.
Jennifer
Well,
saying.
I agree with
think
that,
about
Jennifer.
it. How old were most of us when we watched the original?
Right. So I'm gonna say two different things. First of all, we were young, right? So a little more scary. Second of all, I have to say that like 80s and 90s style special effects
Yes.
were fucking creepy, dude.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna. I was gonna say third. I just went like that for a second. I was
Yeah.
gonna go. Just that era style of filming is way cooler.
It's because so the effects
In
are
my
practical. They're not CG. They use stop motion animation, and that just naturally is fucking weird, dude. Like,
Yeah, well, it looked like you're like, especially towards the end of the movie, you're like, "Am I watching Lord of the fucking Rings?" Like I even
Yeah.
said to you, Smeagol, like
Yeah,
one time,
it was
and then
ridiculous.
another time I didn't say anything, but I was like, I feel like I'm watching some kind of
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like CGI shit. I don't like
Yeah.
CG shit.
practical effects like are finding more and more space in even new movies today. A lot of the new Star Wars stuff is done with practical effects instead
Oh,
of
it
CGI.
feels like all of it is to
Yeah.
me.
But that's a big thing. They went from like having the entire
If
movie.
I want to watch
CG.
that, I hate that though, because I feel like I'm watching a video game movie, or the story,
Mhm.
and I don't like that. Like if I'm watching a video game, I have no problem with that.
Right.
But if I'm watching a movie, I kind of want to watch it. I did feel like what was the one that we just watched? Alita Battle Angel. I felt like that was okay. I felt like 300 was okay. What was the other one? Sucker Punch. There's some movies that
Sucker
do
Punch is
it.
pretty tight.
Like I feel like they'd make it work.
Mhm.
Just that style.
Well, but there has to be a lot of the actors still there.
Yeah.
It's all the CG shit.
Well, they did. They did. with
Well,
this,
that's
too.
why Planet of the Apes did so well. Like, you had Andy Serkis doing, he's, I forget, Caesar, the head ape guy, They used his motions, but, the CGI in that was actually really done well.
Yeah. Well, the motion capture is
Yeah.
the future.
Yeah.
We're getting so close to the uncanny valley with CG nowadays. And robots even. It's fucking nuts, dude.
Fuck robots, man. Creepy ass motherfuckers.
We got some robots on the
Yeah. I saw
Podcast
that.
On the
be
show
doing it,
coming
yeah.
up, yeah.
Yeah.
episode 55.
5-5.
Y'all said we couldn't do it. Actually, no one said
Yeah,
that.
I was like,
but-
nobody ever.
They probably said we shouldn't,
did,
but
but yeah.
we
Well,
did.
that
you guys,
that's neither here nor there. But
you guys probably shouldn't keep talking a bunch of shit all the time.
But
But here we are.
hey,
I'm gonna wear that hat with just the 55 number on there.
5-5.
Yeah.
Route 55.
No, I'm not. But that'd be funny. Not really.
not really.
To say it for a second, it was.
So we got
kinda-
one more story,
It
don't
was
we?
kind of worth a grin, but yeah.
We do, yeah,
Do
yeah.
we?
Yeah, we do.
Do we skip? Oh, cannibalism was the last one.
I forgot to write the other one on there, but this
Oh,
one's
okay.
actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'll let you go ahead and.
Yeah,
oh, we got a video. Wait, this might not be.
No, I don't
from
think
the-
that's
Yeah, I
it.
feel like it. Yeah.
No, that's
yeah,
not
yeah.
it. That's not it.
I know. Well, there's not good.
What happens when?
Look at this
y-
camouflage, bro.
you know-
Let's just talk about this
okay.
camouflage for a second, Jamie.
Oh god,
I'm uncomfortable with it,
it's fucking ISIS, bro.
dude.
Well, what is it?
So like the guy in the back looks like he's, well, I guess it's longer. He's got a long, right? His size fitting.
Like is
Like,
it?
It's a burqa, bro.
So the
Is
the
it digital? What is it?
So,
Marpat?
so wait a minute. So isn't the that material supposed to be all the way up on the inside, and the digital supposed to be on the sleeve?
yeah.
So I just want to point. I didn't know if you caught that, but I was just like, I'm uncomfortable. With
I don't
this because,
know what's
so
happening with
for
this
the viewers at
camouflage.
home, they understand is the camo is supposed to be on the sleeves.
Yeah.
And then that other material is supposed to be on the center because you wear your armor and you wear your load-bearing vest and your backpack,
Yeah.
and it lets you breathe.
This
Like
material,
Under Armour material.
Yeah,
type
it's like
shit,
Under Armour,
for lack of
and
a
it's supposed to be
scientific
on
term
the
for it.
torso, right?
Yeah.
And then,
Or we could just call it breathable spandex. Whatever.
sure. But then you have this.
So what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
It's ISIS.
So anyone that's into guns and shit would just immediately be
It's
like, "What
fucking
the
ISIS,
fuck?"
okay?
Normally, there's a collar though, right? Bo, shush.
Yes.
We're men are talking. So
What does the title say, asshole? Amateur.
that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
We're talking about tactical gear.
But I
here.
mean, look at this.
that's
though,
what
like,
this show's about.
You're
like-
critiquing an amateur terrorist.
look at his
Cállate, puto.
like his pocket is camouflaged,
Look at-
but the rest of his
yeah,
pants
so it's
isn't.
breathable in his knee and his butt crack, but not his, like
See,
yeah.
Jennifer
And then,
gets it.
Like, see the stealth fighter with the propeller on the back? That's a little weird. He's pretty strong though. If you can
He's
hold
very
a stealth
strong.
fighter.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk about this story, Johnny?
Yeah, and he's got the. I am talking about the story.
Really?
Shut the fuck
I
up,
don't think you are.
Jamie. Do you feel like I'm talking about the story?
No.
I feel like we're talking about this picture a
I
lot.
feel like we're
Talking about the
this. Yeah.
picture, not the fucking story.
Yeah. So,
right,
anyways,
let's let Bo tell a
when,
story.
when Bo can take his mangina fucking tampon out for 5 seconds. Hey, NAP, bro. NAP, bro. Go ahead, Bo. The floor is yours.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that,
I
Johnny.
mean, the folks would like to be entertained sometimes too.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, Bo,
I'm waiting, Bo. Talk
Well,
about the
you
story.
interrupted me as I was asking
Well,
Jamie a
whenever
question.
you're done talking. Okay, you done? Now go. Would you go folk? Remember when I said this is my AO, motherfucker?
Yeah.
So, there. My AO.
Really, dude?
Hey, same thing.
what?
No.
Yeah, that's how it's happened. You fuck with my AO. I stayed on my side of the table the whole time.
Really?
And you, yeah, I just did.
Guys.
So continue your life.
$1,000 replacement
And your
for
life.
broken?
First off, it wasn't $1,000, but continue.
Really, for my phone?
Whenever you, hey, we're live. Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, you want to fucking treat my
Yeah.
Pepper spray him.
Yeah. Oh, we should pepper spray him. That's awesome, dude. Oh, see, that's just cool. I love it that we got live. Like, you can talk all your shit, you can do all your shit, but when, yeah. So let's talk about this story. I love being on live, dude. I like how you opened the command bunker door, but yet didn't go that way.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Well, let's close the garage door.
Yeah, I'll get that. You want to lead us into the story? This is great.
This? Sure.
Yeah.
Well, this is embarrassing.
Not to me, actually, at all. Just happens. People sometimes, they just don't, you know. They can dish out a bunch of shit, and it's just like, come on, bro. Let's just, like, we're having fun. That's what the show's about. So for everyone that doesn't know, let's make it big.
This here?
The
Or what?
big screen real quick.
Oh, yeah, okay. It should be. I'll go minimize this. Make sure.
All right. So we all joke around all the time. We're all friends and stuff like that. But, like, at some point, like, when people just can't let people have, like, I feel like we've made this show go for a while here. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of our thing, and it's like, at a certain point, you get pushed so far, it's just like, bro, you're going to keep fucking doing shit, like, something's going to happen, right? So I have a good story. And yes, I'm an asshole. But I was in Tahoe. We were on this trip, and this chick kept coming up to me and kept punching me and kept hitting me, kept doing stuff. And I was like, she tried to be funny or whatever.
Yeah.
And she kept doing stuff, right? And so finally, like, I just go like, hey, stop fucking hitting me. Like, there's no reason to be fucking violent. No, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Like, you stay on your side, I'll stay on mine. I already made it very clear, leave my shit alone. Don't touch my shit, you know? And so this chick kept coming up to me, and finally I had a bottle of water, and I kept drinking it, so I just dropped my cap, and she came back up. This is Tahoe in the winter. And she kept talking to me, and I just squeezed it and just shot it all over her fucking face, because you're not going to hit a chick.
Right.
And I'm like, so how does it feel when someone does shit to you? Like, you've done shit for like 20 minutes to me, and then I'm going to like retaliate.
Taste your own medicine. Yeah.
So it is what it is. Yeah, I am a bully. But it is what it is, right? Like, come on, man.
I don't know what he was doing, so I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Well, I don't get it, dude. I just don't get it.
I'm Switzerland. I'm Switzerland.
Sure, I think you should be.
I'm just neutral.
Yeah. I think a lot of people that know me will be like, that's awesome. For the people that don't know me, they're going to be like, eh. Yeah. Some people have it coming, dude. So, anyways, let's talk about that story real quick, and then we'll go out.
All
Because
right.
obviously, viewers are uncomfortable, but yeah, I like the pepper spray. I should have. I would have if I was working.
That would have been fucking
Yeah.
funny. All right,
It's
so
on me, too.
here's what it is. So the story is, and the question that Bo asked me was, what happens when your drone runs out of battery? And now the commercial drones, like the one that I have, when it runs out of battery, it comes back to you. All right, it comes back to wherever it took off from. So if you were trying to, I don't know, put explosives on it, and you drove it far enough
And
away,
you didn't charge the battery, too.
yeah, like here's the thing. Most commercial drones, at least the one that I've got, right?
Mhm.
It knows how much battery it has left in reservoir, and it knows how far away you are from its home point. So if you just fly it off in a straight line, what happens is once it gets to a point where it knows it only has enough battery to get back to where it started, it just turns around and comes back. And I mean, you can override it by manually using the controls, but everything on your display will tell you that thing is coming back to you. So, like,
Dude, there's so many and so like, yeah, obviously we know it's gonna come back and blow up, right? So like, how many fails have you seen with like them with their RPGs or their machine guns? So like, you can go look at like, what is it? Where is it that they're fighting right now? Syria. They're all fighting over there and shit.
Mhm.
There's always fails all the fucking time.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Like, you'll see them jump out, fire and shit, and they keep firing the same spot to get hit, or they'll pull out a fucking like RPG and it backfires, or they shoot low and it bounces off and blows up a building next to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have all that shit all the time. They're terrorists. It is what it is. But I think it's like, it's funny because like I feel like on the show it's like we try to have fun, dude.
Yeah.
And it's just like weird when someone's just like cock blocking fun.
Yeah, they're even here. They're like, Bianca is like, is that for real? Did he legit walk out? Yeah, that actually happened.
Yeah.
That really
Yeah,
happened.
we keep instead of cutting it, it's like, no, let's just keep the shit live, bro.
well, we can't like
Real,
that's why
bro.
you can't act like that on a live stream. Like fucking,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know what he
Pulling my mic cord out,
Yeah.
fucking kicking me and shit on it. Yeah, you don't do that shit.
Yeah, this
Don't
is
do
what
that,
it is.
dude. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. We have a lot of crazy behavior here, but I felt like that was a little unacceptable.
So Jennifer says that video where the guy jumps in the water. Have you seen that? He catches his drone. I have seen that one. There's a video of this. It's got to be like it's on its last leg of battery and it is coming down. It's descending, but it's in like a pond. And you see this dude run along the path and then just goes into the water.
Yeah.
And dude, he catches it like he goes underwater and then comes up and just catches it like right as it touches
Sweet.
the surface of the water. It's like
That's pretty sweet.
perfect.
Yeah, and wasn't the aquatic style.
No,
Because remember,
definitely not.
were you on the podcast where we had the one where it was like water? It could go underwater. Too,
Yes.
with the sharks.
Yes.
That was
so sick, dude.
sketch, bro.
There's the fact that you can bring it onto the surface, right? And then you can go under. That was fucking sick.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the only way you get close to sharks, right?
Yeah, I'm not putting my face near him. So there's that.
Let alone your hand.
A little robot. That's awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well,
All right. Well, I guess that was
so
the last
yeah,
story.
hey, it's real life, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Deal with worse all the time.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us for the live show. Live stream on Friday. Or what day is today? Monday?
Monday.
Sunday?
Yeah.
It's Tuesday.
It's one of those days.
Yeah.
It has a day at the end of
It
it.
has a day.
Sure.
Yeah. Monday live stream. This is the Grim 86 Freedom First podcast. Sorry we had a little bit of drama on the show
Sure.
there, folks.
Episode 55. We're recording.
That's
after
coming up.
this. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
I guess we'll see who shows up for it. I don't know.
I think we have a full house.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it might just be me and you.
Yeah. Nah, we have Aaron for sure. Chris maybe. So
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
So it'll be a good one, dude. Actually, I haven't even
All right,
checked.
folks. Well, thank you again for showing up. Bianca, thank you again for the generous donation. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna if I make that shirt, you'll be the first one that sees it. So we'll make sure to get you one.
That shirt would be pretty cool.
I don't enjoy this hat.
Yeah. That was a great
A
comment.
picture of Johnny with the hat on.
Or a silhouette of it or something.
Oh, that's gonna be
Something.
beautiful. Oh, I got something.
You
Lined
got
up.
some work
Yeah,
got
it's
some
gonna
work
be a
ahead
good
of you.
one.
cracked out. Yeah. And so the old Facebook and all that stuff real quick.
Yeah, guys, make sure you guys are checking us out on social media. Obviously, YouTube, that's where you're watching us now. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, Pornhub, Patreon, and Spotify. Spotify is really good if you guys want to listen to us on the go. SoundCloud, same thing, because you don't have to pay for it, which is really nice. And I think you can actually download the MP3 version from SoundCloud directly. So if you want to take it and put it on your phone so you can watch it when you don't have service or what have you, you can do that from SoundCloud. So definitely let me just check us out. Make sure you guys are following us on all those different platforms, and make sure you share us around, because we're not getting any type of growth unless you guys do that. So we are really, really relying on you to help us out with that. So Bianca saying goodbye. Deets in the house, blah, blah, blah. Yes. Yeah, Bianca, we'll talk. We'll figure that out. And then, yeah, thanks again, guys. Yes, Valerie wants to buy the shirt even. I don't enjoy this hat. That's awesome. All right, guys, thanks
That's
again.
a good hat, though. I'm just saying.
I think it's a good hat.
Even if they didn't enjoy it.
It's a good hat.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you guys again next week. And stay tuned for tomorrow. The episode 55 should be out. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. All right, have a good week, everybody.